Hello, welcome to Tim's Maniac Sports. This is Maniac Tim. Uh, yeah, I didn't give very many people much warning. I really didn't want to wait, do it like an hour later, like I usually do. Uh, Once again, if anybody wants to be on my as a guest, I would really appreciate that. I want to grow my channel in interviewing people. Um, but what I'm going to talk about, what my topic mainly is today, is winning more than 8 games. Um, I'll tell you, I've been called a Kool Aid drinker for a lot of years. And yeah, it may be true, you know. But one thing, and this is how I base my decisions on, and I may not be the best analyzer of all the talent, okay, and I'm not taking away from people who just analyze talent and really think that's the only way you can get wins. Uh, But I do think I got some facts from last year on how I think that you can actually win more than 10 games or win at least 10 games. And if you also look at it too, Dan Campbell had himself said that a 8-win season is not good enough for him. Now, if it, obviously a 8-win season is not good enough for me either because I have been wanting 10 wins usually, and actually this year I lowered my predictions of what I usually do. Usually I want to, when I see wins or when I see improvement, I want to see them do better than what they did the best year that they had, and the best year that they had was in 1991 when they went 12-4. All right, and that was when they only had 8 games and all this other stuff, 8 home games, 16-game season and stuff like that. Now you got 17 games. All right, but and like I said, this is not to knock the people who just evaluate talent and stuff like that. It's not to knock, but I feel you got to aim high if you want to achieve the your goals. You gotta aim high and play better than what you think your team is capable of playing. All right. I feel the Lions won a lot of games or lost a lot of games by close scores last year. They were close. We had a hard schedule last year. We didn't have the talent that we have this year. Now, granted, the defense needs to play a hell lot better than what they've been playing. But it is a coach's responsibility and the defensive coordinator's responsibility to either make the players that you got or prepare the players that you got on the field right now or get better players to join that team in order to make it. Over the years, we've seen teams come and go from from being good to bad. The only thing we have seen the Lions do over the years is get to mediocre, then get maybe one season of being good and contenders and stuff like that. But then they would drop back down and stuff like that. I know you got to work with the salary cap and stuff like that. I know that. I understand that. But I understand you got to have your players ready to play and ready to execute. Now, this last preseason game, I'm not going to talk about it too much. They did win. It was a win. They could have very easily tied that game, but a win is win. That's what it is. Preseason, I really don't care about. They could lose every preseason game as long as they win the regular season, is what I'm talking about, is what I'm looking at. You know, um, our pass rush should be a lot better than what it was, than what it's been, and that's what I want to see. Once again, if you want to comment, please go to my YouTube channel because that's where I see the comments. I do not see the comments on any place other than YouTube right now. Um, So I'm not ignoring if anybody has any comments. I'm not ignoring that. Also, check out Tim's Maniac Sports Room on um, Facebook. If somebody, I also want people to leave their comments. But getting back to what I'm talking about, a good team finds a way to win. All right. You can't, talent is great. And I'm not knocking talent because you need talent to win. But as we've seen in the past, talent won't do it all. Desire. You need desire, determination, and sometimes you need to give up on certain players and get other players in because they cannot get the job done for some reason or another. And we have seen Dan Campbell go ahead and do that. We'll go ahead and take we'll go ahead and cut a player because they're not putting in the effort that we as fans deserve to see, the effort that the Lions paying them that high contract expects. And as fans, we should expect the Lions to win more games. Now, I'm not saying if they don't to go ahead and, you know, go ahead and egg the coach and call for the coach's hand and all that other stuff. But we need to see continuous improvement and we need to see more games win. Now, to me, a 8-win season, and I have said this before, it's always kind of neat when Dan Campbell mentioned that, to him, a 8-win season was not good enough. But from the beginning of the year, I've been saying I expected them to win 10. A easier schedule, a second-year coach with better players, especially on offense, and also, with your pass rush should be better as long as you can stay healthy. Because one of the things, if Jared Goff goes down, we are in trouble because we don't have a backup quarterback that can step in. Now, not that Jared Goff has been the all win all uh comeback kid or anything, but he did play a lot better at the end of the year last year. All right, and that was great. We got to see him do that. But it's time for him. And I think this year we have seen, or yeah, I think this year is going to be the time where that makes or breaks him for this team. Because as I have stated in the past, that Ben Johnson has built the offense around him. They have got receivers for him. Unfortunately, Jameson Williams will not be ready at the start of the season. It would be great if he was. Um, but he does have a lot of targets still. Injuries can kill you. All right. And I know that. But hey, I'm all for Jared Goff doing great this year. I want to, because the better he does, the better it is for the Lions. And anybody who wants him to do awful is really not that good. It's not, to me, it's not that much of a fan because you want your quarterback, you want whatever position on that team, you want them to play well. Now, another person that really needs to step up this year is, of course, Okudah, Jeff Okudah. Uh, he can't get injured. Number one, he can't get injured, and he needs to go ahead and do what he did in Ohio State. All right. I mean, the secondary in the last couple preseason games have been hard. They have been awful. So, and of course, we all know that our linebackers, there's problems there, but they need to step up. They need to stop. Now, I do think that once Aiden Hutchinson is in there, I do think that it's going to make a difference full time. All right. When he's in there, when he's showing up, when he's doing his job and doing his duty, I mean, great things can come of it. All right. I'm not going to say, I mean, I'm not going to say the Lions are going to win every game. I would love to see them go 17-0. All right, that's hard for anybody, even the best team. All right, I want to see them win the division. I want to see them win the NFC North. I want to see them have a better record, of course, within the NFC North. You know, you can't always just go ahead and look at this is going to be a loss, that's going to be a loss, this is going to be a loss. No, because to me, that's giving up before the game is even played. And in a way, it's kind of like, well, why play the game in what I'm looking at? So as a fan, and this is a fan speaking in me, and that's what I am. I am a Detroit Lions fan. All right. And as a fan, I want to see them win every game. And I want to see them in contentions on the ones that they happen to lose, cannot win. So I want to see even TJ Hawkinson. I want to see him play a whole season without getting injured either. And I want to see him there in crunch time. You know, I want to see Penei Sewell go ahead and, really, really, block those people and, and win the battles because, hey, he had some good wins in some battles last year. He had, he's also second year player, Taylor Decker. I want to see him do good, but I just want to see the Lions do great, and in saying that, I mean, there's not a lot more that I have to offer. I mean, they need to go ahead and just um, put a good product on the field. Be there. Go ahead and win these games. Don't say defend the den and then lose all the time in the den. Win. And they need to have an attitude, win at all costs. Win at all costs. Hey, one of the things that have hurt the Lions and killed the Lions in the past is they'll go ahead and need to win at the, try to pull up a victory at the end of the game, or they'll get a lead and then they'll go ahead and they'll pull back and not take as much chances down the field and stuff like that. Keep it mixed up. Keep them going. Keep changing your plays and execution of your plays too. And I'm also for the if you're not gonna get the job done, get that person the hell out. I mean, hey, I know there's salary cap repercussions on some of these players. All right, there are some, and it will hurt you. And I cannot, say all this stuff, but I'm just saying that if you are not going to contribute to winning in the team, in the game, if you're going to just keep making mistakes, then why are you there? Just to collect a paycheck? Hey, most Lions fans don't want to see that. And I do think the attitude, and I commend the attitude of Dan Campbell going and publicly saying that this offense needs to play better. They need to play better. That was his words, not mine. 8 wins is not good enough. All right? Now, Dan Campbell, it's your job with Brad Holmes to go ahead and have the players to do that and get that done. All right. I know I only been on for 15 minutes I'm coming on for 15 minutes, but I don't have really a lot to say. I'm glad the Lions won. You will not see me in the Lions Nation Unite chat until the regular season starts. Basically, I'll say some, if I'm not working at the time, I'll go ahead and be in the Lions Nation Unite chat, live chat, game chat as much as I can and stuff. But once we get to the regular season, when the Lions are playing at 1 o'clock every week, that's when I'll definitely be able to be in the chat, chatting with people. I also want hey, tell your friends, if you guys want to, um, if you guys want to be on my show, please, you can Facebook message me. On Facebook, if I'm your friend, just message me, give me your contact information, and I can also go ahead and send you a link. Of course, I won't be able to see that until I'm done with this broadcast, but we'll set up a time that will work for both of us. Uh, Next week, I'm going to try to do some streams during the week. Uh, it's going to probably be after work, so my streams will be 12:30 or 1 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm going to do some live streams. I also want, if anybody has a topic they want to talk about, feel free. This is Maniac Sports. This is not Detroit Lions Maniac Sports. This is Maniac Sports for where I want to grow my channel with other teams too. And if you guys want to tell what really excites you and give me your story, because I want this channel to be fan based. All right. To be fan based. I want interaction and participation from others. And eventually I want to start going to these people, to different venues and stuff like that, meeting different people, having you guys on my show live. Of course, I can do anything through StreamYard. And, if you guys want to be part of the Maniac Squad, once I get 1,000 subscribers, I'm way away from that at YouTube. I'm going to go ahead and that will be my name that you guys can join. Under Tim's Maniac Sports. But I just, and I do want to bring better content. I do want to you guys. But in saying that, I just want to say thank you guys for listening. Go Detroit Lions, one pride. Detroit Lions on the prowl. Remember that. I'm co-founder of that. Also, people who are Lions fans, check out Lions Nation Unite. Eventually, I'm going to try to get my t-shirts in a shop where I can sell them if people want them. I also want to get one made up for the Maniac Squad and different sayings that I want to put up. I just want to thank you guys, and you guys have a good night. Go Lions, one pride. This is Maniac Tim with Tim's Maniac Sports. Signing off, and thank you guys for listening.